Okay, welcome to part 14. We're going through just some quick points that I punched out on the keyboard here. Um, just general stuff, do's and don'ts, um, about dealing with women, interacting with them. And the last one we talked about was women either like you or they don't. It's very simple. Like, they either like you or they don't. And you need to understand there's no building the relationship, and women will suck you dry of your time and attention and then leave you with nothing, not even a picture to fucking jerk your little dick to after you give them all this time and attention. So you need to realize that. And another thing about dating apps and women and shit is that at, dude, at least half of the women um, are there just to waste your time and get free attention and validate themselves. Like, they want to prove to themselves that they're still hot and attractive, so they have these secret dating apps on their phone to boost their self-confidence and ego every day. So they're just there to harvest your attention, half of them. And probably the other half of them probably have boyfriends or other guys. So look, you really should, dude, avoid the. I'm telling. This is so counterintuitive, especially, God, to me, like, I'm a millennial. I've been dating since 2003. Was the first time I took a girl out on a date, right? Um, in high school, and dude, the traditional take you on a date, I'll pick you. That shit's dead, dude. And I'm telling you, you're gonna get better results if you just go straight to, like, I'm not looking for anything serious. I'm actually really busy with work, and then add in all those other gems, like, I have my own business that I'm building. I'm really busy with work. Like, I'm making the most money, and I'm really in a great spot right now. Um, I'm busy, like, in the gym all the time. I have these fitness goals I'm trying to hit. Like, you should come off as very ambitious and busy, and you don't have time, and you're unavailable. Like, that's just a general tip I can give you that will serve you well. Um, and then, like, you can you can actually do better avoiding the traditional stuff. Like, I'm just looking for fun. I don't want to be seen in public. I don't want to go out on dates. Like, a lot of these girls, they already have boyfriends or husbands, and I'm telling you, you can actually score with them if you're just, and you got to drop the good boy stuff and the nice guy stuff, and just, yeah, I want to fuck. Like, women already know that. So if you're just upfront and you tell them, yeah, I want to fuck, and if you're good with it, and maybe there's something in the future, but, like, I would never just give some woman a relationship. Like, what are you, fucking crazy? I'm not just going to give my time and attention away to some bitch that I don't even know if she is likes what I like in the bedroom. Like, that's fucking crazy, and you should say that to women. Like, why the fuck would I ever? I don't even know you. Why would I? Why would I even? Why would I? Why should I want a relationship with you? Throw that out there. What? Why should I give you the time of day? Like, it, you need to stand out and be different. And when you put all those pieces together, plus you're attractive and you're good looking, like, you are gonna be such a fucking challenge and such, like, a breath of fresh air that women, it's gonna be like fish to the worm on the hook. Like, they just cannot help themselves. They gotta bite that fucking worm, right? And you can actually do quite well, but a big part of it is you got to put your big boy pants on and be honest with a lot of women. Now, I say that, and but I'll also say too that you need to you need to convey that you're open to a relationship, but it's got to be the right person, and that you've done all these relationships in the past and they just turned out to be just bullshit in the long run. Um, there's You need to sell women a dream. There's long-term potential if you perform well, if I like you, if the sex is good, if you can do what I need you to do, if you help me in the ways I need help, like you doing these errands, you doing this for me, cooking me this. If you can perform, there is long-term potential. And you need to, what they call, sell women a dream. This is what I'm talking about. You're not telling them, yeah, I just want to fuck you a couple times and never talk to you again. That's not what you're saying to them. You're saying there's long-term potential, but it's for the right person, and I have a really hard time finding. Or I don't know if I want to. I wouldn't say I have a hard time finding good women. I need to find a woman who's right for me in that setting, and I just don't know. So, because these women do want long-term relationships, so you're gonna have to lie a little bit, and you shouldn't feel bad about that at all. These women are all lying, cheating skanks, and like I said, half of them are just there for free attention on the dating apps. The other half have boyfriends and relationships. This is war, and if you're not fucking man enough to shoulder a rifle and be willing to fight in this war, then maybe you don't belong here. Maybe you should go be a priest or a monk. Maybe that's more for you. Love is a fucking battlefield, and I'm here to teach guys how to win. So if you're not willing to do that, then continue to lose. But if I wanted to win, I would sell women a dream that we could be happy together. There could be long-term relationship material. I don't want to get too serious right off the bat. I don't even know you. I am really busy, and but I am looking for someone to have fun with, and I want to hook up and have fun right away. I'm not doing dates or anything until I get to know people. That's how I would do it, and by being super specific, and by being having high standards and being very intentional, you're going to weed out. And of course, not every woman's going to go for it. But the good thing is that you're going to waste your time, and the ones that are not with that, they're going to fall away quick. So if you were able to somehow convey that to like 50 women at a time, then you'll get a few responses back of women who are with that, and you'll be off to the fucking races. Like that's why you should have some kind of like tailored message. I would go just like this Word document. I would have like a notes thing or something where I type out where I could copy and paste like my opening line and send it directly to them. And I would just have canned lines that I mass sent out to like 50, 100 women at a time. And then you'll hear back. Believe me, you'll hear back from the ones that are interested. And then you can work it from there. And that's how I would do it. And I think that works well. And people like, here's another thing that you're going to run into that people don't use the dating apps, or well, unfortunately, I don't like them myself, and there's a lot of downsides to them, and I get that. But the problem is that's where all the fish that want the worm are. So they're still your best bet. But you should be, developing skills to approach in person and that kind of thing. That doesn't have a high rate of success either, really, when you look at it. But don't. The apps are not good and all that kind of shit, online dating. But that's where the women are. That's where the fish are, and there'll be a few in there that you can snag. So yeah, you're just gonna have to do it. It's easy, it's simple, it's convenient, and then if you tailor your approach to weed out the low quality, low interest women, that's the best way to do it. And it's going to require you putting on your big boy pants and dropping your nice guy tendencies and being more vocal about what you need, what you expect. Are you in or out, right? And I would set my messages up in a way like, hey, my name's X, and here's this and this and this. If that sounds good, get in touch with me. Let me know. And so you tailor it to where you are putting the onus, like, get in touch with me, like, hey, I saw your pictures. I thought your hairstyle was really attractive. I thought you had a nice smile. Maybe I could find out more about you, and then this, and this, and then you put it on them. Hey, get back in touch with me next time you're online, and then you kind of convey that I'm not here to talk back and forth for days on end, and that if you're interested, you need to let me know, and then we can go from there. Like, you're telling them, I don't have time for this. I'm not here to be pen pals. I'm not here to message and give you all this time and attention. And then I always put it back like, hey, if you're around, message me next time you're on. And then they'll do it too. And then you need to be more, you tell them, do this and do this for me, do this for me, do this for me, instead of asking, hey, are you into this or this, or can you do this or this? Tailor your language to be more imperative and demanding, and telling them, do this, do this, do this, instead of asking, like, would you be into this? Or so those are just a few things that came to mind while I'm sitting here talking about this. You're just giving her free attention and wasting your energy. Find and prioritize the ones who put out effort to promptly communicate and put forth effort. If you notice a woman's responding quickly to your messages and promptly, consistently, that's a pretty good indication she's got some interest in you. That might be a good one, a good recruit, good candidate. So that's another example of testing them and finding out who's hot, who's cold, and you go from there. And you don't try to waste time with the ones who aren't cold, or you can get in a situation where you're really down because girls aren't responding to your messages, and the truth is that, dude, they have 1,000 messages. Like, they're not even seeing your message or your profile because they have a backlog of 1,000 messages on dating apps, and this is what's pumping their head up and making them think that they're above average women and they deserve Giga Chad for a husband, right? So you got to put them in their place and remind them, you're not so special. Like, what's so great about you? That needs to be your attitude. On an overall view, if we step back, you have to stop putting so much faith and validation into women who look good. Stop prioritizing them and giving them so much value. Stop obsessing over them. Stop trying to win them over and impress them. This excited, nervous energy is easily picked up on by these attractive women, and it's a total turnoff. It signals that you've never been with an attractive female before. Remember when I said be like Barry Sanders, that it's all no big deal, just another day at the office scoring touchdowns? Just another day talking to the hottest bitches in the city. Yep, been there, done that. They're all disappointing and a pain in the ass once you deal with them long enough. Remain calm and poised, holding your cards tight to your chest while you get her to open up and show her cards. Your attitude towards women who do it for you is, so what? I've been with plenty of attractive women before. What makes you so different? You're probably a pain in the ass to deal with. So what do you really look like without makeup? What are your truly feminine qualities? What would make you a good girlfriend? How can you benefit my life? These are things you need to hit them with. They're used to all the same boring shit from weak beta males saying how attractive she is and let's go to dinner. Women are desperately searching for a resolved man who isn't shaken by her appearance, who can keep her in check and lead her in this life. Sounds crazy, but it's true. They're all looking for leadership. I had a great quote saved, and I was meaning to insert it here, but apparently I didn't. I think it's from Dostoevsky about women go their whole lives looking for a true leader or a true master. That's the gist of it anyway, and I never came across that quote before, but fuck, it is true. They are looking for strong men, and they only want the strongest men. Women really only like men who don't like them back. The classic playing hard to get is a good move for men. Be busy, be unavailable, be scarce, be unimpressed. Women want what they can't have, and this feeling of being hard to reach or unobtainable is going to help them feel satisfied, like you're a total catch. The most frustrating part of dealing with women is that they're subtle and indirect. They hint. They're not direct and tell you flat out. They're never showing their true cards or intentions. They withhold the truth and only trickle it out once they feel you're hooked and won't run away. That you have feelings for her. Now I can tell him, oh yeah, I have 8 kids by 10 different baby daddies. Right? Oh, I fucked my ex while we went on our first date. Now they feel safe to tell you. They truly aren't trustworthy. Nature never intended for them to have this much power or sway. They intended them to be family creatures, as they're literally designed to give birth and raise offspring.